Hey everyone, checking in for the Taurus new moon update. So that is happening for us on the East Coast anyways, the 27th at 3:35 p.m. So Taurus, we have moved from the fiery seeds of initiation, from the Aries energy, which helped us to identify what kind of seed are we planting. And Taurus is all about the soil, right? The fertility, creating an environment that seed can really thrive in. It's about long-term success and practical steps towards that seed of passion that you planted through the Aries season, especially because of the conjunctions that happened with Neptune, which was around reimagining the dream and kind of starting something fresh. So Taurus wants practical, long-term success, but also, beware, the octaves of that might embody even a little bit of complacency, because Taurus wants the peace and it wants to stay cozy, it wants to be comfortable, right? And there is kind of a natural slow pace for the Taurus energy in regards to any sort of changes. So notice maybe where you might be getting caught up in that. The new moons are a space to really start new beginnings and figure out what do you want to embody for the next cycle of the moon. And so with that, we have a couple of aspects I want to talk about that are happening at the same time. So Mars is in Leo, and that is squaring off with Pluto in Aquarius. The warrior versus the transformer is the way I like to think about this. Leo is a sign of the lion, so it's all about our creativity, our passion, our pride though. So notice, where are your actions coming maybe from a more egoic space, and where are they getting shot down? Because that is that Pluto and Aquarius energy, right? That wants you to transform, but wants you to transform for the betterment of your frequency and how you integrate with collective frequencies. So begin to watch that and notice if you've been swimming against the current on something. Step back and maybe ask yourself, is this really in alignment with me, or is this in alignment with what I think should be happening versus where my heart really is? So also joining this Mars and Pluto square is going to be Saturn and Venus in late degrees of Pisces that are making a conjunction. So they are working together. So as you begin to analyze what's working, what's not working, where is my heart alignment, where's my soul alignment, this Piscean energy brings a really nice flavor of intuition and connection with the divine for really purposeful decisions. And when we look at the Piscean energy that's playing out here, use those things that you think that you value, your relationships, those are essentially at this time going to be mirrors of reflection back to you. Saturn is bringing in an element of karmic relationships. So look at, what am I interacting with? Where am I placing value? Internally, externally, and really connecting with your intuition and how do you feel about these things that you've placed value on? And allow for those interactions, right, and the feeling state to kind of guide how this Mars energy is going to display itself, right? And realignment maybe with what is not working. So really nice time as well to kind of look at the fate of karmic fabric, I guess I would call it, right? Are you experiencing things that might be coming to an end, as Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and it's about finding grace in this space. In addition to that, right, notice where you're resisting these endings, and are you creating more suffering and resisting what's needing to change? So good rituals or practices for this Taurus new moon. Make yourself a cozy meal. You can realign finances, practical steps for long-term success, maybe what you want to start integrating into your routine to take a more devoted action and steps towards that Aries seed that was planted. Also, a really nice time for a pause. If you go, maybe there's space to just pause and enjoy the moment and do things that really tantalize your senses here in the 3D. Perhaps, that's getting outside in nature. That might be making art, making a craft, making a meal, right? Using the sense of taste. So happy new moon, and I hope that you create some wonderful long-term vision.